Hi everybody, it's Sean with Hitman Solutions here. First and foremost, shout out to the National Championship Indiana Hoosiers, 16-0. Hoosiers. Today we are talking wall cracks, whether they are indicative of structural issues or if it is just something to monitor for any sort of issues in the future. The easy one to start with is going to be a concrete block wall built with CMU blocks. The cracks that you're going to see there, number one is a horizontal crack that's going to be going straight all the way through the wall. That is indicative of inward movement, so you might see the wall bowing, things like that. The crack is usually just below grade, and you'll see gaps in the mortar, things like that. That's usually indicative of foundation issues, hydrostatic pressure building up and pushing the wall in. The way you would take care of that would be with a interior drain tile to relieve that hydrostatic pressure, and then whatever sort of wall repair is needed depending on the severity, whether that be carbon fiber straps, C-channels, soil anchors, things like that. The other thing that you'll see in concrete block walls are stair-step cracking. That's usually indicative of downward movement. If you see stair-step cracking on both sides of a corner, that's going to usually mean that that corner is sinking and we need to do foundation push piers in order to stabilize that so it doesn't get any worse. We can also raise it up with push piers depending on the severity of it. Where it gets a little tricky is going to be with the newer homes with the poured foundation walls. Those you will usually see stress fractures basically due to Indiana's severity and weather. We get very hot, very cold. You get a lot of expansion and contraction. The rule of thumb for a long time has been if it's thicker than a penny, that it needs to be an issue. Pennies are going out of circulation, so if it's thicker than a nickel, then you're usually going to have some sort of foundation movement. If it's just a small hairline crack thinner than a nickel, you don't see any water, you don't see any other cracks like on the other side of a corner, things like that. It's usually just going to be a stress fracture, something to monitor in the future. If you do see a crack and you have water coming in, that's where we'll want to do our wall crack system. If there's multiple cracks, we'll want to inspect and make sure that we don't have any sort of settlement going on. But as always, if you have any sort of questions or concerns, you're not sure, give us a call. Our inspections or estimates are always free. We don't mind coming out, taking a look, giving you our professional opinion.